Amancio Ortega went from dropping out of school at 14 to support his family, stitching robes with his wife in their cramped apartment and selling them door to door, to building Zara into a $100 billion global brand. Amancio Ortega grew up in a small town in northern Spain. His father was a railway worker and money was always tight. One evening when Amancio was just 12 years old, he walked into a local grocery store with his mother. She asked to buy food on credit. The shopkeeper said no, loudly, and Amancio watched his mother walk out of the store, humiliated and empty-handed. That moment burned into him. He decided right then he'd never be in that position again. At 14, he dropped out of school to help his family and took a job at a shirt shop called Gala. He swept floors, ran errands, and studied every move the tailors make. He watched how clothes were made, how fabrics were chosen, and how the customers reacted. Years later, with no capital and no backing, he and his wife started sewing quilted robes in their tiny apartment. They sold them door to door, carrying samples in bags, knocking on strangers' doors, hoping for a yes. That hustle led to the creation of Zara. It didn't happen overnight, nor was it by luck. The big turning point came when Amancio secured a large order from a retailer in the Spanish market, giving him the capital to expand production. This opportunity allowed him to scale his business from a small operation to something much larger. It was the result of relentless work, smart decisions, and the promise he made as a kid to never feel helpless again. Amancio Ortega didn't start with money, connections, or even a high school diploma. He started with pain, a promise to his mother, and a willingness to knock on every door until one opened. So, if you feel behind, broke, or overlooked, remember, so was he. Keep building.